Gurkha number 3, Master Select. I know. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna turn this into a Gurkha-thon, and then I'm gonna challenge people. How many Gurkhas can you smoke in a row? All right, this is a Nicaraguan grown Habano wrapper. Very weird in colors, like most Gurkhas, and it's a MSA, Mexican San Andres binder, and then you have a Honduran and Nicaraguan fillers. So this one is 62 at the head, little wonky cut there, my fault, and 60 at the foot. So I want to take this outside, fire it up, and keep on trucking on the Gurkha-thon, the Gurkha train. All right, I hope this is not as painful as earlier. And this is a Robusto, they call it a Robusto, and it's a 50 by 6. So this produces a lot of smoke. I did get a lot of that signature cow doo-doo smell on the aroma more than anything else, and yeah, I just fired it up. I hope this is not tunneling on me already, but let me get into this here for a minute, let the tobaccos warm up. Let's give it a chance. And it's already dark out here, so this is a evening Gurkha. Hang tight. Good news, it's not a tunnel, but it's got a wonky start. I'll correct. Probably. I don't know if I just suck at lighting up, but most of my cigars turn out to go this way, and then within seconds they pull up, and I do keep the flame far away and make sure that everything is light up well, that was a brain fart right there. That everything is lit up the same way. That's what I try to say. Gosh, see, it's already starting to get better. So no, I have not been drinking. I'm just in a good mood, and yeah, Master Select. This is not the one that I think there's different bands. This might be an older one, because this was the original, I believe, and then after that came the one with like a reddish band, almost like a sundown or something like this, and then it had a cedar sleeve on the bottom, and they make it again. They make it in Robusto, and they make a torpedo. There's only 2 sizes, and they're massive, right? It's a 50 by 6 Robusto. That's a big Robusto in my book. But yeah, let the tobaccos marry. Right now I'm just getting a little bit of that cow doo-doo aroma, and I'm gonna take a few puffs, and I'll be back. So I'm not getting a whole lot of spice on the retro, which I obviously expected from the Habano wrapper, a Habano seed wrapper, and then the MSA binder, which is one of my favorites. MSA, I like that mole flavor that you get in some cigars, some of the Tabernacles and Ligas, and there are other ones that I really enjoy the mole flavor. And this one I don't get this. It's more of a almost like a vegetable floral something. The cow doo-doo aroma is gone, or very faint. And yeah, let me puff a little further. This is growing a crown, so let's see. Well, back to it. We got work to do, right? And this, holy cow, this does produce drew a steak like smoke. This is very smoky. So let's give it a few more puffs. I have a challenge coordinating flavors in this one here. So give me another minute, and then, like I said in my last video on this Gurkha train, I will not correct those. I will let them do what they're doing to get the real and true behavior, and whatever happens, right? And that's how I'm gonna go about this. Let me know what you think. Should I challenge other cigar brothers of the leaf and ask them to inflict pain to themselves and do a Gurkhathon? What do you think about a Gurkhathon? Is that a maybe fun thing to see? Maybe some funny comments about people that do not like Gurkhas, or funny reactions. I don't know. You let me know. What do you think? And to be fair, I will have a coffee with each one of them, so it will be the same pairing. Now, I did this morning, I had an espresso, and then later it was a medium roast with half and half, and right now I have a light roast because it's already later and I do want to go to bed at some point in time. And so this is a light roast with cream, just to give it kind of like a fair, you know, not one is with bourbon, the other one is with water, and the next one is with lemon soda or something. So just to keep it kind of uniform. I hope this is gonna correct, but it looks like, yeah, it's starting to, it's just gonna come down in one puff. I did get the San Andres faint far away. Also vegetable, fruit, floral, something in the back. I really can't make up or dissect the flavors. It's like a blend of 5 or 6 different flavors that I get hit with, and I can't dissect them. So let me see if I can figure this out. This is a cigar puzzle, and I'll get back. So I think I got this figured out. So I get a far hint of the San Andres, the kind of Maduro, dark cocoa, dark coffee, mole spice, and then it has green tea. That's what I'm getting. I tried to get to the bottom of this, but it's green tea or matcha, kind of in that realm, like a tea, like a green leaf tea. When you smell, let's say you had it freshly brewed, not in a bag, but freshly brewed, and you let it sit. You have all the water out of the kettle, and you have that settlement of the green leaves that came from your tea, and that smell of those green leaves, like a hay, comes right after that, and then a little bit of vanilla and some sweetness to it. So very interesting. It's not off-putting. Like I said, this is not the manure kind of thing. This is, I so want to burn this, but I want to keep it as is for the personal challenge here, and I'm not gonna mess with it. And then a little wonky ashes, almost like somebody shot this with a 12 gauge with BBs. I peppered this. Very interesting. Yeah, like an oval with tunnels going sideways, but it didn't give it any issues. Just this part here. Draw is very, very good. So again, a little bit of spice, not too much. It's maybe like a 3 on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 being on the bottom and 10 being super spicy. So maybe a 3 just through the retro, not on the tongue. A little bit of the dark cocoa coffee, and then you get this green leaf brew when it settled and cooled down, and you have it in the, or let's say you had a bag of green tea, and you smell on when it cooled down and you're done with your tea. You let it sit for a few hours on the bottom, and then you smell that. That's kind of like what it is. And then hay, a hint of vanilla and some sweetness. So this is not, at this point in time, it's not actually not off-putting to me, as crazy as it sounds. So other than this wonky burn and a flaky ash that is actually still holding on, it's probably holding on to this this little Italy down here. Yeah, so let me get to the halfway point and I'll give an update. So my OCD is totally giving me a hard time right now. I so want to burn this. But let me make this part of the rule. You have to drink the same thing with each cigar that you smoke. You can't touch up. And if you like to smoke something in between, you can. But I guess the rules is the Gurkhas are the ones that are going into the challenge, and then no touching up. That's going to be hard for the OCD leaders out there like me. And you can ash, you can do all those things, and the cut also, you can cut however you want. You can do straight cut, punch, or V cut. Almost all of them are pretty big boys, so I'm thinking that most people will do a straight cut. Yeah, so let's see what happens next. This is gonna turn into a flower or something. Yeah, but there's little Italy. Just the wrong way. Alright, we'll see what happens. I'll be back in a minute. The green tea is going to the back, and now it's truly hay. It's like smoking hay, even that sharpness. If you ever have been in a straw or hay fire, if you have lived in the country and you had a farm nearby that had cattle and they fed them hay, and if you were a crazy kid like somebody I know, and you have set a hay bale on fire or made a fire with hay, that sharp, pungent stinge in your nose and in your eyes, that's what I'm getting right now from this. Now, not as extreme, so it's not hurting me, or it's not, but it's a very sharp burning grass or hay kind of flavor. The San Andres is completely stepping in the background. I'm not getting any of that as of now, but that can also have to do with this guy here. We'll see what happens. And I have a few more of these, so I'm gonna, if this is gonna go down the whole way to the bottom, like if this is one thing, I'd probably do another one tomorrow just to see if it's having the same issues. Yeah. Welcome to the Gurkhathon. So Little Italy didn't correct itself. It fell off. I don't know if you can see it, but it caught on fire on the going down, and now it's correcting from the bottom up. It's an interesting one, and the ash is still holding on. I'm gonna keep smoking this. The hay has been a little bit more settled now, but it was like this mutiny of hay that just started coming up there, and now it's starting to get a little bit more mellow. All right, it cracked on me. This is what I have now. Looks underpacked. So as we move through the first third. Now getting towards the middle of the second third. It is hay, fresh hay that caught on fire. The sharpness of that's the spice, and I think that is the spice that I got on the other one that I smoked earlier. I couldn't put the spiciness to a flavor, and I think that's what it was, the hay. Now, don't go out there and set things on fire, please. I'm just saying that if you have ever smelled it, that's how it smells like. So don't run around and set farms on fire, please. That's a no-no. All right, I removed the first band, and it looks like I have two small tunnels on the upper side. This is the side where Little Italy was forming. And it's got a weird draw, so I hope this is not it's not too hot, but it's warmer than I like it to be. So I'm gonna slow down even a little bit more. Now, it also, I can feel here, there's a couple of soft spots under the band that I didn't catch. Usually I test my cigars and squeeze them a little bit, like not hard, right? You don't want to crack the wrapper, but I kind of like give it a little kind of like a test run to see if there's any knots or anything, just to predetermine how this is going to turn out at some point in time. Let me get towards the past the band or towards the band, and then I'll do my lineup on this. Same side is forming where I thought I had the tunneling. It's the same part where that little Italy formed, and now I have another formation of this very awkward burn. So yeah, this it's an interesting stick, and the flavors I'm getting is hay, burned hay, and a little bit of tobacco in the background. That's truly the only flavor. Yeah, what do you guys think of a Gurkha? Can I challenge y'all to see who survives? Could be fun. Could be some very funny responses and funny reactions from some of the connoisseurs out there. I'm myself not a connoisseur. I'm just a cigar smoker. I'm just having fun, smoking as many as different cigars as I can. Unfortunately, Gurkha, as much as I want to like you, I haven't done or had much good experience. I can say Dragonfly, and I say this over and over again in my videos. The Dragonfly was very interesting. It surprised me. The other ones are just very, very different cigar. They're just not down my alley. And this one has some construction issues, of course. Not too bad. I mean, it's nothing that will break a deal, but it's definitely interesting construction. I do apologize. This is the longest video that I have done, but I had some ideas, some thoughts, and I want to go back to this in a few years and see what a goofball I was. And yeah, this is coming to an end very soon here. I'm not gonna nub this. That's another, I guess not a rule, but you don't have to nub it, because that would be yeah, a little too much. But you can't correct it. You can't smoke others in between if you like to, just to cleanse your palate. You have to have the same liquid or libation or pairing each time. Now, I do not encourage that if you did your first Gurkha in the evening and you had a bourbon, that you have a bourbon for breakfast and then drive to work. So I'm not encouraging any drinking and driving, please. So make it something non-alcoholic, unless you smoke in the evenings only, and then you can do your bourbon. But no drinking and driving, don't set farms on fire. And like I said, this was hay. The start was interesting, like green tea and herbal, floral, some sweetness to it. I did get a little bit of the San Andres, and then towards the halfway point of the cigar, so kind of like in the second third, it started to turn into hay. At some point in time, it was very pungent, in your face, almost made my eyes tear. And now it is a very mild hay. Overall, I would say it's a medium to strong body, and flavors, yeah, crazy flavors. So, all right, let me know about the challenge and enjoy.